Hello everybody, my name is Wilhelmina McKittrick. The New Reality. A gathering was organized by a friend of mine, Christina Schwind, to discuss the new reality. She invited me as a guest, and this past Wednesday, the 23rd of September, we had this gathering. We want to give people a deeper understanding about the changes of these times, what it feels like, how you can remain within the energy, and how you can grow into this energy, and more. During the gathering, a lot was shared and released. The time didn't seem there for the ones present to discuss the subject, the new reality, further in depth. Yet a lot came on my path. A lot of people came on my path that couldn't come to the gathering and wanted to hear all about it. For these people and others, I share this information about the new reality and my own perception with this. The new reality emerged within my life in June of 2007. I was in a very bad car accident, and as I was recovering in every way you can imagine, I started to feel different. I felt much more than ever felt before. I was feeling 5 different realms at one time. I received in seconds the full understanding of these realms in a way that goes beyond the perception of our brain. The understanding was not followed by analytical rearranging into knowing. The understanding was just there, without intermingling of thoughts, questions, other experiences that related to the situations, etc. It just was, and there was peace with it. Until my mind intertwined, and for a moment startled. I was asking myself, was I dying? So much was still not healed within my body that made it easy to wander off that path. And I had fear of not going to be there for the ones that needed me. My guides reassured me that I wasn't dying, so I could easily let it go. A lot remains a blur in these times, but I shared these stories and was reminded of it later. That's why I can tell you this now. These feelings kept coming back. Spirit wasn't talking to me much in that period of time, as I was going through important life lessons, so I consulted my cards, as I always used to do in the past. The cards told me that I was entering a multidimensional awareness. What I felt with that was coming in contact with the worlds beyond our human perception. I'd never heard of multidimensional awareness because I don't read and don't follow any classes or workshops. I just, know what comes on my path and what I receive from Spirit and my higher self. So I asked some people around me what they understood of multidimensional awareness, and they all gave me the explanation of the awareness that spiritual, sensitive people have, just like mediums or psychics. And it was absolutely not what I felt with that. Later on, I understood that it was called interdimensional awareness, and my cards were just too old to contain that kind of information. But then again, it wasn't important how it was called. I felt it, and it was new and time for me to just let go, because in time I would get the tools and the understanding wherever and however it needed to go, and that was fine. It surprised me a lot in those days. I lost my baby in that accident, and a lot of emotions were exchanged by not feeling any emotions at all. In times of hardship, we are protected and receive as much as we can carry. But this was different. It felt different, as I experienced the loss of another loved one 10 years ago, or at least 10 years prior to that date. There were times that I looked outside my window and I was watching just without feeling anything. Emotions were taken away. I was lifted off from my body, but yet I was fully in my body and knew everything. Yet my brain wasn't functioning. As lifted up, I was still fully there, fully aware of my body. I could hear my family in the background, yet I was separated from them in a way that was new and hard to explain. Still today, it's hard to explain. In silence and at peace, sometimes, when we were driving home, I recognized everything around me, yet felt like I was watching TV, and no emotions were felt, just presence and motion, just being there. Over time, I learned that the feelings that were introduced to me then are the feelings one has living in the new reality, as it is known today. Since a few weeks, I have re-entered similar awareness. The new reality and these times are here not for 20 minutes a day, but every time I allow silence within. What needs to be released comes forth very clear these days. No time is wasted. The intent is there to fully admit to one's true self, and manifestation is instantly. Amazing times. 1 second you think about something, another minute it's happening, or the opportunity arises for you to establish it. Recognize these opportunities. Open your eyes. All of them. Now I feel again fully here, but worry cease to exist within this perception that flows through our universe and beyond the gateways of time. Complete silence of the mind is felt, peace and silence that still needs to fully integrate with my emotion, belief system and being. As I learn, I share. And as I share in cooperation with my higher self and guides, I learn and grow. And I'm very grateful for that. So this is what Spirit shared with me.